Good morning, everybody. Sheldon's jumping on me. What a dog. Licking the door. We got a ton of rain last night. I mean, it rained and it rained and it rained. It rained all night long. And the pump turned itself on at, I'd say, 7 o'clock. And it didn't stop running until about maybe 2 o'clock this morning, somewhere in there. So I got to go out and see how much water we got. We had had to go out there once. I was just curious if it was pumping, and I went out there and checked it, and it was barely pumping. So I replaced the filter again. I got some less fine filters, and I don't know what those filters were, but they plug up at the drop of a hat. And I just kind of took that one out, put the new one in, and it started pumping just fine. And then it wasn't 45 minutes or so, an hour maybe, before it stopped pumping. So we got a lot of water out of that last night. I added some colloidal silver and a little bit of chlorine, a gallon of colloidal silver and a little bit of a little chlorine to the water last night. So kill all the bugs and germs. I got to get the bike in. It's out there saying, "It's wet out here, Daddy." So I need to get it in and get it parked. Anyhow, that thing ran all night long. And it didn't do my batteries much good. So we're at 12.65 volts right now, charging it. It's charging pretty good now. It wasn't charging much earlier, but it's dark cloudy outside. It's really bad cloudy. So I'm gonna leave everything in the house off except the refrigerator and freezer, and just let the batteries charge for the day. I'm debating now. I got this done last night, but I need a piece of metal here, and I decided to just find a piece of the flat metal that'll fit right there. This down here I cut. I need to get some brown sealer, which I think I have, and I'm going to put a dab of brown sealer over each of these. I could also probably use wood filler, but I don't know if I want to. Sealer I can get back out. Wood filler I don't think I can. So I'm just going to fill all these holes with a dab of sealer, and it'll look a lot better. But next project is this room for today, if I can get this far. I think what I'm going to do, I need to finish those two sections of wall, that one and that one. So I think what I'm going to do, rather than, I got 2 sheets of drywall out there on the trailer, but they weren't covered, so they're probably ruined. But I'm going to buy, my batteries died right in the middle of that. I've had these batteries in there. Those batteries been there for 2 months. Sheldon's eating the floor. Anyhow, I get a piece of 3/8 plywood and put up on this wall. I'm just going to replace this piece, and I have to put that piece in up there. And this door frame is just not firm. I mean, Sheldon goes through here and kills it every chance he gets. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm not really very good at doors. So I'm going to try and figure this out to where I can get this all put together. I might just have to use some other kind of wood, which I'm out of. I'm out of the spare wood. I don't really want to buy any, but may have to. So maybe a couple of sticks of wood for that, and get it finished. Get all that done. and then come over here and get started on this side and get all that done. I have enough wood to finish that wall, and I have enough wood to finish this wall. Tomorrow might be the big day. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. It's 40 degrees outside. Not very warm. 66 inside right now. Yeah, 66 inside right now. And I need to get... I've got 2 of these windows, I guess. Or do I have just 1? I don't know what I have there. But I can get some of this stuff installed, and life will be much easier if it's out of the way and working. So, gonna get busy doing whatever it is I'm doing. If I just get these guys to learn how to swing a hammer, I'd be a happy camper. And Sheldon's in there eating the door. See what we're at on batteries. Charging at 15 amps on the solar to batteries. We're using, excuse me, 2.97 on 110, 0.71 on 12 volt, and charging on the wind at about 2 amps. I saw it got up to 4 amps earlier today. It must have been really kicking outside. I can hear the wind generator. I'm sure you can too in the videos. But that's the plan for today. We're doing pretty good. I can see where if we had a lot of days of really bad weather, we're going to need more batteries. So, alright, gonna get busy. Okay, I kind of decided to hang around. The sun's trying to come out. I do need to go and get a sheet of plywood. But I went out and checked the rainwater tank, or the water tank, and we have 3/4 of a tank now. I mean, we got a lot of rain last night. You can see by the flood zone out there. Need to get the bike in, but I didn't. My fault. My bad. That's motorcycle abuse. I'm charging at 42 amps, which is more than I really expected. Using 16. I noticed that my laptops use quite a bit. The refrigerator's on. So that's where that's going. Yeah, I'm going to hang around, and I got one video in there that I need to get published, and I'm going to put that window in somehow. Scary thought, but I'm going to try and get her done. Alright, off to work. Okay, I got the inside all prepped. Tore apart, got a couple nails there to take out. I have to cut that. I have to cut the outside trim to fit that, the whole thing. I remember last time I screwed up, or the first time I did it, I screwed up and didn't make it that big. So I need to make it big enough for this to fit inside the wall. I'll be back, maybe. Okay, I got working on framing now. I just got to put that chunk in up there and reinstall the insulation, and the framing will be done. So I still need to cut this right here to fit the window. It's right here. And after that, everything is easy. That bar out there is what goes up in there. So I'm going to get to it. Okay. Oh, there it is. I got the window in. There's Sheldon looking through it and licking it, of course. I'm going to got it all sealed up all around it. Going to do the trim now on the outside and get that out of the way. I'll be back. Well, the wind has stopped. I started making the outside parts, and forgot to cut the 3-inch, so I have to go back and do that. Sheldon and Baby are just being a pain today. Going everywhere but where you want them to. And I'm expecting UPS, so I don't really want them running around outside. But there's the inside. Got that done. It's not as pretty as it was, but it works. So next is the outside. It won't be hard to do that part. But I'm going to take a break. I'll be back. Okay, my wood from last night is still not dry. It's dry up here, but not down here. So I had to go on to other things. I worked on the truck. I replaced the intake, that thing, with aftermarket. It's supposed to help a little bit. I was getting a airflow sensor, mass airflow sensor code every once in a while, and the old intake had a crack in it, a real small crack. Tried to seal it, but it didn't work. The one I replaced it with is called an Airaid, A-I-R-A-I-D. It's tough to put in, but you have to take the air box off. Just loosen the air box, and then it'll go right in. They didn't have that in the instructions. So what I'm doing, the cameras, the Zomoto cameras came last night. I'm going to put a couple more out back. One looking towards the water tanks, kind of off in this direction. It's going to be back there at the weather station, so I'll be able to see the water tank and out into this area. This is my Sue's electric fence that she put up last week. It has to be 10 foot from the propane tank. I don't remember that in the rules, but it does have to be 10 foot from a structure, but I don't remember it being 10 foot from an electric fence. Don't remember that in the rules at all. So I hit something hard back here, about 18 inches down. So I've been trying to break it up. I don't have anything to break it up with. Bought this thing at Home Depot. Runs pretty good. I'm gonna get busy. I'll be back. I got her drilled. It's down there a ways. I got through that white stuff to, I got through it to about right here, and then it got soft and the drill just fell like a brick, so I had to stop. It just went right straight down in. I need to clean the hole out a little bit. It's that deep, however deep that is. But gotta clean the hole out a little bit, set a pole in there, and fill it up with some of that cement stuff in the foam bag. Clean off the trailer and go to town. So I'll be back. That's that foam stuff. Foam cement. And it's rock solid. I mean, I'm rocking on this and I can't get it to move. Pretty cool. I think one bag would probably do 2 holes, about the size that I just dug. I have to remember that. I'll look up and find out what, I'll shoot, it's in the house, I'll just get it real quick. The next thing to do is work on that work on the window, get it finished. If I get that done, I'll be really happy. This will be a pretty productive week. Productive? For me, anyhow. Back is killing me. My knee feels like it's broken. I need to measure 59 inches for that one in order to do the same end piece right here. So 59 inches down there. Let's go inside and get that name. The dogs are in the car. Baby took off again. Found him. He finally found me, I should say. Pro Select Fence Post Mix. The name is right there, but it's buried. Pro Select Fence Post Mix. Alright. I'm going to look and see if I can find a metal door to replace this one. It should be metal anyhow, and pick up a sheet of plywood just to finish the wall on both sides. So, off and running. Okay, it's almost nighttime. Wow, for some reason this is really bright. I think I pressed a button that I shouldn't have. I had to go to town and get parts for some other stuff, but there's the window. I need to caulk it, and that's it. Just caulk it on the outside. Baby's mad at me because he hasn't gone for a ride. He wants to go for a ride. And Sheldon's just being Sheldon. There's cows on the road. Lots of cows. I don't want him to go down there. They'll bring them all back up here, and I don't want him to do that. But there's Shellbot running around in circles. There's Baby just standing there. So I'm done with that except the caulking. So what I'm going to do now is go inside and take a break. I got parts for the new camera. There's a little bit of trash in the yard, need to get that picked up. But I got parts for the new cameras. Bought a big box, and I should have got one for the rainwater tank. I found a big electrical box. They're really cheap. So I should have got one for I also found a double pole, double throw switch, which I need badly for the rainwater tank. So you can see the big, I don't know if you can see it or not. This thing has a zoom in feature on it somewhere. I don't remember where it's at. Might want to read up on it. But you can see the big mushroom at the bottom of the post that I planted. I think it's plumb, but I can't tell. Everything else isn't. So that's where the new cameras are going to be. But if I had the electrical box in here also, I could do something that Sue wants and put a camera on the porch. I won't be able to run around naked anymore. Darn. Alright, well, I'm going to get this one here published and try and get the dogs to cooperate and come inside. Y'all have